the implications of a database customer value management approach is to integrate and consolidate customer information. The basis is to create big data in order to learn about customer preferences individually, so what individual customers want, what they prefer, in order to do product and service customization, to personalize service and products offered to each customer to meet expectations. And this is to satisfy increasing customer heterogeneity. As stated, we are not faced anymore to national or local segments, but to international segments and populations. But also to increase customer satisfaction in order to increase the CLV, means customer lifetime value. This means that we shift from product-oriented marketing performance indicator based on products to customer-centric marketing performance indicators. So the objective is not more really to increase turnover or sales or market shares, but it's to increase individual customer satisfaction, individual customer lifetime value, that is the benefit generated by a customer all over his life, which are the key objectives. So we switch from product-centric strategies to customer-centric strategies. This is exactly the paradigm shift I explained. So from a product manager, we shift to a customer manager. And this means we have a different kind or type of marketing which is done, which is called relationship marketing, where we consider customers as assets who have a lifetime with different cycles. So when a customer comes into the database, we first acquire the customer and we have to discover the customer. We have to learn about him or her. This is the discovery cycle. And then the customer will buy. We will not know more about him or her. This is an exploration cycle. And then we will sell more and more products to him based on a personalized relationship. This is the development cycle. And finally, and we'll try to increase this development, sell always more in the development cycle. And finally, there's the defection cycle, where the customer will defect, becomes unloyal, and we might lose him or we might reactivate. So some customers might buy less. So we call this then reactivation of dormant customers, customers who are inactive. So if the customer is valid, only the economic value of every individual customer will determine if we want to keep the customer and make him loyal, or if we make him defect. If the customer costs too much but generates too few economic value, we might abandon this customer. The idea behind CRM is that every client is an asset having value, precisely customer lifetime value, and this customer lifetime value is based on cost, but also revenue. We have acquisition cost, but we have also then cost to make him loyal, retention cost. On the other hand, we have revenue. On the individual basis, we know how much a customer costs us in terms of loyalty and acquisition, but we know also how many revenues the customer has generated. And the difference between the revenues and the cost is the benefit. Customer lifetime value are the revenues minus the cost, so the benefits in the past and in the future. The question is how much benefits a customer individually generates in the past and in the future. This is what you can see here. CLV is acquisition value. What is acquisition value? The advertising cost to recruit new customers, but also recruitment cost. For example, mobile phone sector, customers are recruited through a lot of sales promotions. For example, a mobile phone provider might give you a new smartphone or might say, okay, the first 3 months are free. These are acquisition or recruitment costs. This is the acquisition value, but it is also the retention value. For example, the customer enrolls into a loyalty program. This generates costs. These are retention or loyalty costs. And on the other hand, the customer will generate revenues. So for example, in the mobile phone contract, you will pay 40 euros a month. So these are the revenues. So the difference between all the revenues over the life and the cost over the life is called customer lifetime value. So it's the past and future cash flow or benefit by client, or the cumulated past and its expected future profits of a client over his or her overall lifetime. This includes the past, but also the future. In the past, you have all this information because this information comes from the accounting department. So you know exactly how many customer costs, how many he generates as revenues, and the difference brings you the past benefits. On the other hand, for the future, this becomes more tricky and difficult. So to calculate the future cost and revenues, what you need is to do probabilities. So you have to do a probability analysis by taking into account what a customer will cost you in the future and what he will generate as revenues. All this is based on statistics, data mining and algorithms and artificial intelligence. These are the technologies that can forecast based on past information, the future information. This means that you need to forecast purchase frequencies, how many times a customer will buy in the future, and the frequency. What is the basket like? Will he buy the same products or more enhanced products? So you have to integrate cross-selling and upselling possible. Cross-selling is that if he buys a computer, will he also buy a printer or a scanner or printer cartridges? All this has to be integrated into a customer lifetime value model through probabilities. You have to integrate also if a customer is active or not in the future. You can imagine it's not very easy. So behind customer lifetime value calculations, there are very sophisticated mathematical and statistical models that are useful for the establishment of the customer lifetime value models. Customer lifetime value is then used for segmentation. You prioritize customers with high CLV, which are your platinum customers, and you abandon customers with low CLV. And there again, we come to the idea of budget and resource allocation. So you will allocate principally resources to high CLV customers and not to low CLV customers. The priority is done to your best customers and not to your low value customers. The implications of a database customer value management approach is, instead of selling product to a maximum of customers by recruiting always new customers, the idea is to concentrate on one client or on few clients, the best clients, and to sell a maximum of possible products and services to their expectations through personalization. So you have one client with different products by doing cross-selling, so by selling new or related or even unrelated products to the customers. For example, if a customer buys at Amazon only books, Amazon might consider to cross-sell other books, but also CDs or computers or now even retail products or clothes. So on the marketplace platform, Amazon can sell basically all kind of product categories to one client. This is called cross-selling. And upselling means that instead of buying low-cost products, Amazon can sell more value products, which brings them more benefits and which bring also more value for the customer. You focus on fewer clients involved into the concept of resource allocation. For example, platinum customers at Air France represent something like 10% of the database and contribute by something like 50-60% of the benefits of Air France. You see, few customers bring the main part, the majority of benefits to the customers. And that is why it makes sense to concentrate on these few top customers in order to increase the benefits for them. And it does not make sense to spend money to customers which have no value. It's actually where a firm has to terminate the relationship. This is a major change out of always recruiting always new clients. Loyalty becomes now important. The loyalty, but not loyalty of all customers or retention of all customers, but retention of only the best customers having high customer lifetime value. And for those customers who merit a relationship, firms have to allocate higher resources, or most of the resources, which means money and human resources. You take the example of, for example, Flying Blue Air France. Platinum customers have top services, have priorities during the whole journey. They have hotlines where they can book flights for free, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, from abroad as from France. And so a lot of services, which costs a lot of money. Various small customers don't have this service at all. If they want to have this service, they have to pay. If they want to call the hotline, they have to pay. Or if they don't want to pay, they have to manage everything on the chatbot or on the web platform. This is called also Salesforce automation. So for smaller customer, less resources are invested, which means that the customers are having only the opportunity to communicate with the brand with chatbot, whereas top customers can deal directly with a human. And so that's the main difference between top customers and beta customers in terms of resource allocation. The comparison of
I'm here. I'm closer than close. I'm here. I'm here. I'm closer than close.